the jet boil. It's about 3:30 a.m. I'm an hour from Yosemite Valley, just outside the south entrance. Talked to a ranger yesterday. I told her I got crampons, I got snowshoes, and she's like, you can do more than most people because they don't have those things. So she said Glacier Point. I think I'm the first person to drive in the valley today, and it's so peaceful. Brought out the winter jacket for the first time. This is day 282, part 42, Yosemite National Park. Everything's still frozen down here. It is spookier than all out here when you're just hiking solo in the dark. You need to be slow and nimble. Ice, ice, ice. Told the ranger, give me what you can. I want to go somewhere I haven't been. She suggested Glacier Point. She didn't know anything about the trail up there. It's supposed to be 60-mile round trip. I'm going from probably like 4,000 up to 7,000 feet. She said you might be the first one up there. It's a Vernal Fall Bridge. That's what we want, 0.8. Essentially Glacier Point, 8.2. When we were here in 2021, we talked to the wilderness permit ranger. He said he suggested Clouds Rest over Half Dome. I wanted to get to Clouds Rest. Can't do it. Tioga Pass closed in the winter, so I can't get north. Glacier Point, we're gonna see how close we can get to Glacier Point. Here's your first decent Yosemite view. Of course, I had to wear my dry fit Hawaiian shirt. I said that's perfect for the top of snowy mountains. Yeah, little switchbacks. I'm assuming at this point, the Dawn Wall has officially been exposed. If you've never seen the Dawn Wall with Tommy Caldwell climbing, you should probably watch that. That's a good documentary. Yeah, now we're getting to packed snow that's actually ice. So my cheap Amazon Prime crampons. So, I mean, it's better than nothing. I'm sure people have done this shit in tennis shoes, but I bet they bit it a few times. That's pure ice. Some of this though, gotta go take it slower still. I didn't have much faith in these crampons. They're holding up very well on this very packed snow. Kind of like X marks the spot. That's a pretty cool shot, you can't lie. Like, look at how awesome that looks. This is fun, having a good time. Holy shit, that's Nevada Falls. This is a great intersection. Oh, this is Clark Point. All right, this is Clark Point. I'm at Clark Point. John Muir Trail closed for the winter, and now we're headed closer to Nevada Falls, I think crossing over the top of it, if I am not mistaken. So that's pure ice. That is ice, nothing but ice. I'm only at 5,400 feet. I'm going up to 7. Until the sun hits me, it's pretty damn chilly up here, a little breezy too. Like, I can feel my hands starting to lose their crazy airstreams going on here. I don't know exactly what any of this is. You got all this shit going on, and then you got this little jet flying directly above me now. He's just soaring. The intersection of all of these rock formations, stunning, just completely stunning. These crampons are still doing their due diligence. Snowy icy steps. Oh. Well, that one put some fear in my gut. A little more this way. The pressure of that water dumping, I don't know why. I think it's just more cool because everything's like snow and ice right now. But I don't know essentially if that's the Emerald Pool at the base or if the Emerald Pool is something else. It just looks incredible. Like, I don't know what more you could ask for. This is just pure ice. There's like an initial until they grip. I don't know what to think about these crampons. Before in Rainier, I lost all faith in them, and now it's like I'm Superman. I don't know what to believe. I'm pretty confident that we're doing it now. We're moving along pretty well. Sign here is just saying, you know, don't be stupid. There's massive waterfalls and water and rocks, and it's all just a bad concoction for slipping and falling, injuries and death, so don't do that. And I did just read that Yosemite, they were on a, was it timed entry, or you had to have a permit for a hike or campsite or something to get into the park. And I think I read an article that said they're changing that in 2023. 2023, they're opening it back up. So we'll see how that is managed. Obviously, you don't want the place to be completely flooded with people and when it becomes overrun, because people are notorious for just dumping trash everywhere, not taking care of themselves, not caring about nature in the wilderness. How hard is it to actually put things in a trash can and throw it away? Just, you know, do the simple things and don't be an asshole. Sun hasn't gotten to me yet. Nevada Falls, I can see the railing on top right above it, but it's cool probably looking over, but you don't get the same viewpoint as, like, this is probably the closest, best viewpoint you get of the entirety of Nevada Falls. It's an impressive waterfall. It's up there in my waterfalls. We'll have to do a waterfall ranking eventually too. If you're climbing or something, you'll hit a turn, and then when you turn, bam, you look at what's behind you because you forgot about it. Holy shit, it looks amazing. It's beautiful. It's incredible. And then also, you forget to look up. And when you look up, you realize, wow, what a mammoth piece of granite and rock. Getting up to Clark Point, not a problem for me. Getting up to Nevada Falls, you can't do this without crampons. I mean, I'm sure you could figure it out. You're probably gonna slip a few times. Make sure you have the gear for this point if you're doing this in the winter. Yeah, the trails, there are some spots where I'm like, okay, yeah, don't step there, don't do that. Look at this is fall off. It might be like 30 feet down. That's where we came from. Half dome, cables down for the season. So they do close it in the winter. That's smart. John Muir Trail. Oh, that's right, Whitney is on the John Muir Trail. So Mount Whitney being in Sequoia, I don't know if it's the national park or forest, 215 miles, but obviously biggest mountain in the lower 48. I don't know what I'm in for. Do I really ever? Sun hits here eventually, coming up on like 8 or 9 o'clock. So I mean, it's not over that crest yet, but we're getting there. Danger waterfall. Yeah, so obviously not the greatest idea to go swimming right over there. Oh, it's down there. How do you get down there? How do you get down there? It's gotta be Glacier Point. I assume that's where I'm gonna end up. So I gotta end up, I gotta climb above all of this somewhere. And I might as well do that now. Nevada Falls, man. You can hear it rip roaring. Whoa! So that was full crampon slip. So it hasn't changed. Still got to watch your step everywhere. Like, you can tell people have sidestepped it. It's possible that people did make it to Glacier Point. They just never reported trail conditions back to the visitor center. Vernal Fall, yeah, John Muir. So that's the closed part. This is me. Let's follow these footprints as far as we can. This is it. I take a step, I go down a foot. Here I am again, breaking the trail for the people. I'm gonna put the snowshoes on. Let the ridiculousness begin. It's gonna be exhausting, but till I decide to say no or that's not safe. The only problem I seem to be having so far is these clumpy lumps of snow. I dropped the camera in the snow. I think it's waterproof to an extent. Like that. Going up. It's not a good step. I had to look at the map to try and figure out where the trail goes. It seems like it hugs the cliff next to the valley. I can see an opening over this way, and it looks like it cuts up that way. Like that comes off like trail. I'm just so scared. Like, look at this. That's like 2 feet of snow. I don't know. I'm standing on something that's bouncing. I'm on top of a bush, and if my shit gets caught and I trip and I tumble, I slip, it looks like it dies right there. Like, that's so steep. I don't know. These are the situations I find myself in. These are the questions I find myself asking myself. So I'm going to turn around, reposition the footing, swing it. Sketchy maneuvers, man. We're going to go back this way. And it's like, where is there a switchback if there's a switchback? It's all very hard to decipher when you've never done this shit before. I'm just out here and doing it, man. Sink way. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. I really don't know. I have no idea. All trails. I downloaded a map. Luckily, I have service up here somehow. That's me where I'm facing, and the trail not that way. So I need to go back. Good decision by me to download an all trails map, and it just so happens it's working out right now. Okay, this is me on trail, and this is trail. Finally just got to a point where the sun's coming down on me. This way, Panorama Point. I've been doing this for coming up on 5 hours now, and I think probably 3, 4, I don't know, maybe even 5 miles to get to Glacier Point. Better view of Half Dome. My only concern here with not making it to Glacier Point is the light. I have my headlamp, but if I end up too deep and I end up coming down icy trail in the dark with a headlamp, trying to avoid that situation. That means I gotta cut this guy off somewhere, and so be it. I do get a little weary from time to time, and I realize I look at this path, I look at the snow I'm walking on, and I look to the side. Unless you get stuck on a tree, man, I think that's it. I think it just cuts off down there somewhere and it's a free fall. Deeper back that way. Clouds Rest kind of feels like it's got to be higher, so maybe it's that one. I believe that's Yosemite Falls. So lower Yosemite Falls, yeah. Down here just above the snow, and then upper Yosemite Falls. That's cool. So then around the corner is actually El Cap, just completely on the other side of this thing, and it's quite a view either way. People need to experience both sides above the valley. I get overwhelmed a little bit. I mean, how can you not? There's just granite rocks, the formations, the cliffs, the forest running through it, the snow on top. You gotta soak it all in, and then I gotta bring myself back and realize what the f I'm doing and where I'm at, because I am out here. I have quite a trek back. So what the trail started doing with me is it started bringing me down, switched back. I'm still going down. I'm at 7.5 miles right now. That means for me to get back, I'm looking at every bit of over 15 to 16 miles. I'm not going to push it. This is another turnaround point. We'll go back. I've gotten some incredible views today, even though I might not make it to Glacier Point. If you like Yosemite National Park, hit the like button. If you like all national parks and want to follow me more, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram for more of my landscape photography. Coming up next, going to Pinnacles National Park. I guess the mental part stops you first, because you could keep going and physically you'd have to find out, but there are limitations. I'm trying to find them and push them. It's fun to do new things. Again, it just comes back to know your limitations, logistically work it out in your head. What are you capable of? What can you do? Fun time out here.
Might be the last time you use snowshoes. Maybe, maybe not.
Back to the crampons.
There are people out here. Some of them, a lot of them breathless, same thing. Shoes, nothing but just shoes. I don't know what this guy's thinking. Eating food? People feed these birds? Seems to be very calm with me. Even when I'm talking. Guy that got really